This is our co-occurring disorder group, and usually we start off presenting an exercise.
Since excess drug use or drug withdrawal symptoms can mimic mental illnesses, deciding whether it is a true dual diagnosis can be a challenge.
I thought it'd get better when I got sober, and it did for a while, but then all of those feelings were out, and that was when it was time for me to get in touch with a doctor and find the right medicine. I found out I was bipolar.
A person who was highly genetically influenced for schizophrenia, who was going to get schizophrenia at age 19 or 20, no matter what, if that person happened to be in a culture or a family where there was a lot of drug use around their age of 14 or 15, you might come to the conclusion that it was the drug use that caused the schizophrenia.
The mental health is before the drug. I got into the strong stuff, the coke and all that. I got experience in that stuff after I had the mental illness. And being that I was mentally ill and was trying to recoup and rediscover my identity in my life, it became easy to fall in love with doing the drugs, the heavy stuff.
On the other hand, if that person grew up in an environment that didn't have much in the way of alcohol or drug around, and they developed their schizophrenia at age 19 or 20, and then they moved away, or they lost their housing, or they burned out their family, and they ended up in downtown Seattle, and they started using drugs and alcohol because where they lived was rife with drugs and alcohol on the street, and the housing place they lived had dealers wandering down the halls. You might then conclude that it was schizophrenia caused drug use. So it's not an easy answer.
In general, the majority of dually diagnosed clients had their mental illness first, before developing drug abuse problems.